to reel it back in.
Yeah.
For, you know what I'm saying, your upbringing, like, do you feel like you having to take control of certain shit might have fucked up the family dynamic to where, you know, you don't just get to be a kid, you know what I'm saying? You can't just be a kid playing outside. You got to go grab some food from the grocery store so y'all can get something to cook. It ain't buying fast food every night. Mother got to stretch that out, especially if your mama living on a fixed income.
That question right there is it.
Yeah.
Like, that's what nobody, I feel like, really understood. I always felt like I was on the left side because I couldn't be a hooligan. I couldn't do the dumb shit. You know, I didn't have a chance to. I already had so many responsibilities.
You're scared to because of what could possibly happen to your family.
Right, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I don't have that sense of not caring. I'm gonna be a kid right now. No, I kind of have to be the older brother, be a son, be a. I had to just be who I had to be. Like in a sense, a father figure. Sometimes, like growing up, it was just weird, bro.
What's your relationship like down with your siblings?
Amazing. Because we worked our ass off to just, you know, try to get ourselves and our family to a place where we're at now. Growing up, we didn't know, like, my mom was, when I was in high school, my mom was in school, from middle school to high school. She was just trying to go to school, just relearn, because she went to school, she graduated in Guyana, where where my parents are from. Well, obviously, you know, when you move to America, it's different. And Canada, it's the same shit, so, she was going through a lot, courting my dad, a whole bunch of fuckery, and she got schizophrenia, but nobody knew. So I'm like 14, 15. My mom has schizophrenia, and nobody knows. So we're going through all these things in the house, and we're trying to make sense of it, but nobody knows. But now the schizophrenia is at a place where it's affecting me and my sister, in a place where we're like, we can't convince you of anything because you're in your own world now. And nobody knew this until like 2 years ago. Or 3 years ago about.
So y'all was living with that shit majority of your whole life.
Yeah.
And didn't even know, like, you dealing with a crazy person pretty much.
Exactly, yeah.
And she raising kids.
Yeah, and she
That's
didn't.
scary, bro.
It was. Nobody knew.
That's not cool.
No, nobody knew. But you want to know what?
Because something bad could have really happened, bro. Like, she just would have snapped one day. We see it all the time, man. People killing their kids and just going through certain modes.
She almost wanted to kill. It came to a point where she wanted to kill herself. Because she didn't have nobody but us, right? So she didn't know what it really takes. She would take her anger out on us a lot and try to, I don't know, get us to believe what was in her world, even though we couldn't see it, to the point where
you was just, bro, and I want you to continue to tell me.
Yeah, for sure.
But you was just too young to know that this shit was some bullshit.
Oh, of course.
So you're trying to, this my mom, I'm trying to accept it.
I'm just thinking, oh, mom's a little crazy.
Yeah, my mom's a little crazy. Like, but I'm trying to make it make sense because this is my mom. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not just going to sit there and say she's crazy. You know what I mean? I'm trying to make it make sense for me.
That was my mission.
But to know that you was really living through some crazy shit is like, it's traumatizing, bro, for anybody.
It is, man.
You know what I'm saying? And not even getting the proper help for your mom. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Like, no offense, but like, that disability check, like, my mom needed to get some real help. You know what I'm saying?
It came to that point, though, bro. Like, real shit. It came to that point.
Yeah, that shit's cancerous.
Yeah, man. Real talk. Like, it came to that point where it was like, she drove me and my sister out the crib. We couldn't deal with it no more. That's why I'm here, because I said, you know, like, I've always wanted to take care of my mom before it was football for me. My whole life, I wanted to be in the NFL.
Yeah.
18, around 17, I got some concussions and shit. And I said, I'm gonna just do music. I had a choice to either go in the streets still or just do music. And I chose to just do music. And I ended up running away when I was 18 because it was just too much. Me and my sister spoke about it. It was just too much for me.
How was she? She ran away with you?
No, she was only 16 at the time, right? Because she was born in the end of the year, but you were only a year apart.
But she stayed home when you left.
She stayed home, and she took on the burden when I left, and that was a lot for her. And I was just at that point, I was just on drugs, bro. Until I was just wilding, doing drugs, just literally fucking out, doing
everything.
Like
your sister probably resented you for a while.
For a long time, bro. Yeah,
leaving her with that. Not to mention leaving just her by itself, right? Because y'all was close, but then leaving her with pretty much, let's just say, that burden.
Yeah, we fought about it. We really fought about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, we never even fought in our lives before. We don't fight like that. We get along because of the same traumas that we share. Yeah. So when she spoke to me like that, bro, it made me look at myself like, damn, I'm fucked up. Yeah. Like, I'm being a piece of shit brother right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it led to her running away as well. Not running away, but just saying fuck it.
She couldn't take it no more.
She couldn't take it. No, she couldn't take it. And only a year, and this is COVID going on. A year into that, from her running away, because she ran away right when COVID started. My daughter is about to be born around this time. Oh, thank you. And she, we got a call from, I think we got a call. We went to go check on my mom or something. And she was in a place where we never seen, a state that we never seen her before. And this is when we knew, okay, now we need to take you to get help because something's wrong. Like she wasn't speaking English. It was like gibberish. She destroyed her whole house. We tiled, mind you, I tiled her floors with a boyfriend of hers in the past. He taught me how to tile floors. And so we tiled her living room. No, not the living room, the walkway where you enter the crib. The hallway, the kitchen, the bathroom, everything. She destroyed it all, right? I don't know what she did, but what she used, but she destroyed it all. My mom, my baby moms was there, my manager was there, and I can't remember who else was there. I think that might have been it. Maybe my little sister was there. But anyways, so when we seen her in that state, we said, okay, now we know there's something wrong. We know there's a problem. So we took her to try to get help. But this is where everything got fucked up because it's like, you cannot force them. There's only 3 reasons that they'll allow you to bring somebody in and they'll keep them. There's a place called Cam H where it's for when people are mentally ill.
Yeah, got mental health issues.
Right, exactly. So it's either if they're harming themselves, they're a harm to other people, and there's another reason that I cannot remember exactly. But if there's not one of those 3 reasons, that they're not going to accept you. My mom, when we took our mom there, when we took my mom there, she walked through, she was there for hours. They interviewed her, they analyzed her, everything. She came right back out. We were devastated. Like, what are you talking about right now? We just went through that, and you're telling us that she's okay? So that drove us even more crazy. It drove us to the point where then my mom went missing, bro. And me and my sister are arguing, and we just seen her like 24 hours.
She's like, yeah, y'all ain't just gonna be committing me. Y'all ain't gonna be just putting me any motherfucker where I'm out this bitch.
She put herself there. She didn't even realize. So we called the police, and then they found her. They called and they found her at the hospital. So we was just like, "Well, are you serious right now?"
So wait, so what? When the police found her, they're the ones that took her to the hospital.
No, she was already there, and they confirmed with us that that's where she's at, right?
Yeah.
So we was like, "Okay, that's cool. Thank you."
Yeah, for sure.
We was like, "Okay, that's cool." We stayed updated with the hospital. Mind you, my daughter's just about to be born, so I'm like, damn, like, how is this even gonna be when my mom comes out? Man, it was the craziest thing. We had to pay a lot of money in damages, like a lot.
What, to the house? Because she didn't, did she own it? I mean.
No, because she's on disability, right?
Yeah.
So the government's paying for it. The government's been paying for it since she got there to the building.
So she's been living in the same building for years.
Years, exactly. She moved within the building on the same contract, right?
Yeah.
When that happened, she had to pay damages. I found out she didn't pay a lot of rent. So there was so much payments, dog.
I mean, how can we expect somebody that obviously she's not all there, bro. You know what I'm saying? She's going through a mental breakdown or a mental crisis or whatever we want to call it.
Yeah.
How can we expect her to pay anything? I'm surprised she was even eating or buying food to even keep herself alive. Like, come on, man. When somebody got a problem like that, like, people need to really see that. Like, especially if her family, her kids are coming in trying to drop her off at a hospital.
Exactly. Like, it was so crazy. Like, how do you guys just let her go like that? But then I realized that there's so much more people that are actually like this. Like, when they step out, it's almost like there's this, not Jekyll Hyde or like this Two-Face, you know, where they can put on the act when they need to, but there's still all that, I don't know what to call it, still there.
Well, she knew enough to get the fuck up out of there because she knew that's not where she wanted to be. She do drugs, bro?
No. She was on drugs? Never. My mom, she smoked weed, but that was for a condition, right? So I remember when I grew up, she had the weed card, the legal, before weed was even legalized in Canada, she had the card for it, but that was it. You know, my mom is a Christian, God-fearing woman, came from a Jehovah's Witness family. She got 9 sisters. She's like me. She takes on people's stress. She takes care of so much, it destroys her, right? She's so nice. She gives out her heart to everybody. It destroys her, and mentally it destroyed her. She had nobody anymore. She felt like she was losing everything, especially, and her kids too, which was the last thing she had, and she already lost her daughter too. So she just felt like she was just losing. Nothing's going away. Nothing is working out, and she lost it. And it's especially because when I was in high school, I started becoming like developing, trying to become a young man and trying to figure out myself now. That created so much friction, right? So that also, helped her get worse. I know I played a part in it too, Would I change anything? Don't know, I don't regret nothing that I went through because the way we're happy now, dog, bro, it's priceless, my nigga. Bring my daughter around, my sister comes around, even my dad comes around now. We all just, I can leave my dad and my mom together and they hang out. I'm just like, what the fuck? Never could this happen before, but
well,
it was worth it,
y'all were, I hate to say it, but for some people, man, they can't do relationships and raise kids.
Yeah.
They got to do one or the other.
Yeah.
I know it might sound weird. Some people, I just feel like some people can't really do it. Like they either could be in the relationship, they can't be in the relationship with the person and be raising their kids together. Some people, I think I don't know what it does to them if it's overwhelming. I know it might be it's a stupid way of looking at things, but sometimes you got to look at it like that to really see the picture clearly.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like some people just can't do
Get your feelings out of it.
Yeah, he probably dealing with a lot with your mom. Like, they probably fighting, arguing, like you said, can't be around each other, and we trying to raise some kids. Fuck that. Man. These kids don't even need to see that.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm so happy. I'm thankful for every decision that I made with my sister, that I didn't, even the way that we were able to come together separately, I'm very thankful. I couldn't be mad at all because now I get to speak about this story in a way where it's it motivates people. It encourages people to speak more.